People are all burnt up. Can't tell one from the other. I felt it. I still feel it. You've been telling me to go home. You should. But you can still believe he's out there. All this time. He's been right in front of me.
We know that they're gonna find each other again, but it's gonna be on the enemy's side.
You're alive.
And you thought that
He would have felt his way.
Oh, he tried! Meaning that when she saw him like that, not only she saw a ghost, but for her it was like, okay, in fact you forgot about us, you gave up, you didn't try.
You can know when to go. You can do both. I can do it with you. I will.
Oh, you're such a good friend already! For her, you know, like...
It's not giving up.
Shut up. She's waiting for you. Right here. Oh, that little music was perfect right there. It's a good musical theme, you know. I hope that they're gonna use it again at some point.
What is that?
It's Rick. You did that, Nat? You targeted...
I told you one then. You should go. We will. After you find Rick.
So this...
You can't lose me. I'm not with them. I know.
I want to believe that, Rick. That just seeing her, you came back. Nat, can you see that?
They're calling more. One of them? Yes. Then we go. No. It's too late. Say you have another name. It's because you came out of the forest and you saw the soldiers being attacked. You were part of a community that fell years ago, someplace small. Don't show them who you are.
What are you asking her?
Strong. A leader. You're hiding.
A and B's.
You're gonna be here.
She can see that you're afraid of them.
We have to. I promise. Show them, I promise. I'll make it so we get away.
Yes, like that and oh.
Michonne. Christ. Is that him?
Nah.
He's not with them. Well, how the hell?
I said no. I said no. You ought to kill Nat. It's so unnecessary, writers.
You can still believe. And know when.
To go. necessary writers to do that.
How helped you get here?
Yes, and now that she found you, the writers, they think that it's not okay to keep him, like it would be too long and hard to write something for him.
Maybe separated, but I'll find you as soon as it's safe, I promise. They have to see that. And call them something else. Don't call them walkers. I call them that. I love you!
Okay. I didn't know that things would evolve like that. For Nat for sure and for their reunion. Nat, like really, they could have just took him right there and that's all, like
A long time.
he would have disappeared into the system.
Does it bother you that you're being observed?
No. I just haven't seen myself in a while.
Its security is our top priority, which means you can never leave. How do you feel about that?
They will.
I feel that what's here is what I've been looking for. They believed you. How do you know?
You're there. Yep.
It happened a long time ago. One of the last times I tried to get home. One of the last times?
He tried a lot. And yes, he gave up.
They had me trapped. They don't have me anymore. We will get away together. They're okay? She's okay? Yes.
Not only she.
She's okay. She... What is it? When we get away. No, she's okay. She's us, Rick. The rest when we get away.
You're not gonna tell him that he has a son?
Yes, you know. Somehow you read it and destroy it.
What?
Can we stop them?
From the inside?
No.
You helped to build that
Let me try.
place, Rick, and that place. The other one said that a big reunion would happen in 1 year, so around that time, no?
He should have lived. They all should have lived.
If the writers would have let him.
We're here together now. And we're gonna get home.
This power couple back together and on the same page together, you're not ready. They're gonna destroy that entire system.
No. Just haven't seen myself in a while.
Someone can recognize her?
We're on the base on the outskirts of the city.
Rick, he didn't have his picture, you know? The drawings are not that great. Yes, it's an entire system, Yes, Michonne. You're gonna burn everything?
Hi, Rick. Sorry for breaking in. Technically, this is an investigation,
You're there, you?
but I'm not filing paperwork. In a world where most people are dead, the living can continue to bump into each other. I can see that. But still, she found you. This doesn't fall under our long-standing deal. You have to know that if you try to escape with her, I will make sure that all those people that you love die, including a few that I like. You have to know that. I'm certain that you do.
For sure, it can't be that easy, you know, our power couple acting inside
So,
without being discovered, you know, during a long period of time and all. Just, you know, the fact that they have to be subtle. She's right there.
Rick, what the fuck are you doing?
No, 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 no trailer. I don't want to have the answer of that question right now. You know that I'm not watching any trailer because I want to know what is gonna happen each time during the next episode. I'm thinking, you know, for this episode, I'm thinking I love a lot of things about this episode. I love the fact that we discovered what happened to Michonne during all of this time. I love the fact that they made me love that character, Nat, you know, because they brought a lot of stuff to him, like he was that nice with them, but at the same time he was that guy who doesn't like people, you know, but we discovered his background, and then he had to survive, you know, like all of his friends were killed, and even his close friends were killed in front of his eyes. He couldn't kill them, so Michonne had to do it. And then they spent a long time, entire months together just to get better. And he didn't give up on her. He was calling her family in a way, like she was the only thing into her life now. So he followed her and all. They were there for each other. They had each other when she lost hope, you know, on finding Rick. He was there to give her up again, you know, like not about finding Rick, but about still having a family, a place where she's needed, and to come back home. So I love all of these memories with Michonne. I love all of what they did with this group, with Nat in particular. I love all of the meanings put, you know, behind the reunion between Rick and Michonne, because we discovered what it meant for Rick, because we discovered that Rick gave up, you know, like he tried again and again to escape, and at some point he gave up. He didn't want to escape anymore. He was embracing their ideas and he was just going with it. He had no emotions anymore, nothing anymore. So seeing Michonne right there, just like that, during that moment, during that reunion, for Rick it was really like, what a shock, like his old life coming back, and also like he was so empty. I was really like, that's it, we lost Rick. I told you that during the review of the previous episode, but also during this same show. We are back with Rick, but maybe not the Rick that we knew, that we loved, and it's gonna be difficult to get used to that Rick. And that was the Rick that we had during all of the previous episodes, but it seems that seeing Michonne like that, alive next to him, it woke him up and he's truly back, so that's cool. But yes, during that moment we didn't know what it meant for Michonne, and we finally know what it meant for Michonne. For her it was like seeing a ghost, because she was convinced that he was killed. She also gave up on him, on finding him, so it was a relief to find him right there. But she has that enemy thing, you know, I was gonna say costume, so it was also a shock, like how can it be? He managed to convince her, like to reassure her really easily, quickly, about the fact that he's not really with the enemy, and she believed that. So yes, all of that, I appreciated all of that. I really don't like at all the fact that the writers killed Nat. I think that it was really unnecessary. I understand the fact that she needed a friend and a character like him to be there for her all along, you know, that episode, for her to find Rick. She needed a friend, she needed someone like him around her. I understand that with Rick and Michonne being reunited and all of what they're gonna have to deal with, you're not gonna have the time maybe for a secondary character like him. But it doesn't mean that you have to kill him. Like really, he could have just been, you know, like arrested by all of the other guys pretty easily. Like he could have lied also about the fact that no, he didn't do all of that, he didn't attack them, and just he would have disappeared into the system, and maybe at some point he could have come back as, you know, an help coming from nowhere. Like we know that sometimes they are doing that into all of the shows of that franchise, so they could have done it right there. But no, they decided to kill him, and that death feels even more unnecessary because it came a little from nowhere. to be a shocking moment, but at the same time, like, it was so quickly done. Even for Michonne, you know, it was so quickly not resolved, but done also for our character to deal with the death of her friend. And yes, I can appreciate the fact that he's dying, saying that line not entirely. I can appreciate how the death, you know, is finishing, but the fact that he's dying, really, I think that it's really unnecessary, that it doesn't have a lot of sense for the rest of the story and for Michonne's character, that it had really no sense for Nat's character, for all of what you built around him during this entire episode, and even more because I felt the potential of having a character like him, you know, with a mindset like him into that system and all. It would have been so interesting to keep him. And I felt also the potential of this actor, the fact that I had tears a lot of times for him. He was so great. So I'm really, really disappointed with this choice. When I'm really, really glad also to have Michonne back, to discover all of that about her group, to have this reunion between her and Rick. And all of the rest after that, it's really just about the presentation of what this show is gonna be about, you know, the fact that they're gonna hide themselves, the fact that they know each other, who they are truly, and the fact that they're gonna try to find a way to escape. Michonne, maybe she would have wanted to try something to destroy them from the inside, maybe she didn't give up on that, and if she has one opportunity, she's gonna try to do it. All of that thing, you know, with the light, maybe she's gonna want to burn this place. It's cool, you know, to know that they're gonna act like that together, hiding themselves and all. But yes, it would have been too easy, so it's logical that at the end we have a ghost from the past coming. Jadis, aka Anne, or Anne, aka Jadis. You know, when I talked with one of you guys on Twitch about her, that person, you know, was naming her Jadis, and I was like, it was not Jadis. It feels weird. Janice? Jadis? Like, it felt weird. But yes, Jadis, it was truly her name. Or maybe it's because of the fact that Mia was naming her more Anne, you know, when I was talking about her into previous shows. Maybe, I don't know. But yes, it's logical for her to appear like that at the end, because we need a ghost from the past. And because Rick and Michonne, they need an enemy right there who knows about them. Because, okay, hiding themselves, hiding that they know each other, finding a way to escape, it's gonna be difficult. But for these two and these two together, not that much. So for sure, not only they need to hide, but they need also to hide themselves from Jadis, who is gonna keep an eye on them even more. So yes, it's natural, you know, for the story, for the show, to have a ghost from the past, to have someone, an enemy, really, who is gonna keep an eye on them for sure, who is gonna be a big difficulty, a big enemy for them. So see, I love the end with the presentation of the issues of this show. I love to have Jadis back. I can see the reason why. It's really clever, it's cool. I love all of this episode with all of these memories about Michonne, this new group, how it was written. I love everything about Nat's character, how he was written, presented, played so well, and how important he was for Michonne, the true friend that he was for her, and how amazing he was as a character, as an actor. But I hate so much the decision of killing that character that really it's making me feel not that much satisfied about this episode. Again, the decision to kill him, it's unnecessary for the story. You could have done something different, even if you didn't want to keep him, to write something for him, just to have him getting a rest, and maybe at some point he would have helped, you know, maybe during this season, maybe during the season 2, like we wouldn't have seen him during this entire season 1. So unlogical, you know, unnecessary also for Michonne's character. It's not gonna bring anything for her. And so illogical for how you wrote his character and the potential really of his character and of this actor. It feels like a waste, you know, to write a character like him, to have an actor like him, and to do nothing with it. It feels like a waste. No, I don't approve. And yes, because of that, I have mixed feelings about this episode, which is really great, except for that. I think that next time that I'm gonna see you, you know, I'm gonna be less disappointed and I'm just gonna be like, still, it was such a great episode and everything about Michonne, and now that power couple back together and JD, who is gonna keep an eye on them, that's gonna be so good. Like really, I think that beginning of the episode 3, I'm gonna be in a better mood and I'm not gonna think that much about Nat. But right now, just after the episode, I'm really just... Tell me if you got attached to him like me that quick, you know. Tell me if you feel also that he could have been so interesting to keep as a character and for this actor. Tell me if you're as mad as me, you know. Tell me, maybe it's just me, you know. And it's possible because you know that I can get attached really easily with characters when maybe some fans, you know, were just like, that's gonna be one character for one episode, you know, maybe some of you felt it, that we wouldn't keep him. Tell me that. I'm interested by your opinion about it. Okay, no matter what, it's all for you and for me for this episode, so it's all for me for now, so bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Crazy.